Jan Logie.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. I rise to take a call for the Green Party on the Local Government Act 2002 Greater Local Democracy Amendment Bill. We are pleased to support this bill and offer our congratulations to the member Stuart Nash for getting a bill drawn, and I am suppressing my envy. Just have to put that on record. The Green Party has a charter that guides all our policy and decision making to ensure that it's consistent with Te Tiriti o Waitangi, ecological wisdom, social responsibility, non-violence and appropriate decision making. Appropriate decision making doesn't include cell phones in the house, but makes in particular, it's what guides our support for this bill, which will, if passed, provide for a poll of affected electors in each district or region relating to the reorganisation of local authorities. So this bill removes the existing provision of the Local Government Act, which allows for petitions for holding a poll about a final proposal rather than automatically requiring a poll. And it also ensures that a poll must be held in each district or region of the affected area. This then will ensure that the final proposal cannot proceed without the majority of votes in each district or region being in favour of the proposal. Now, obviously, there's been a bit of discussion tonight about some of the recent reforms in the last term in Auckland and the proposed reforms in Wellington. And we were promised so much in Auckland. We were promised lower rates, we were promised greater efficiency, we were promised greater democracy. And I must say, the data as well as the word on the ground does not seem to be matching the promise. And in Wellington, we so recently stared down that possibility of a massive Wellington super city being created on top of us, spanning right around from Masterton to Kapiti of 8 councils, I think. And it was not at all guaranteed that the Local Government Commission would revise or scrap its proposal in response to the overwhelming submissions opposing the merger. There was no guarantee in the process that that would happen. And in response to the proposal, it honestly did seem ridiculous that after submissions there might even be the possibility of the need for a petition to enable a vote to ensure local voters could have the opportunity to veto the proposal if they were opposed, as so many clearly were, indicating through the submission process. And while the Commission did listen to opposition in Wellington and also ruled out a merger of 4 Northland councils, they have left the merger of Napier, Wairoa, Hastings and the Central Hawke's Bay into one single authority on the table. So it is absolutely apt that this Parliament consider the question of whether the residents of those areas should automatically have a say on whether they get to keep their own council as they identify it now or not. And it is appropriate that the member Stuart Nash bring this bill as a representative in this House for those communities. We currently have a very low voter turnout for local government elections. And despite many in our district and city councillors doing their best to get out in their communities, attending every possible event and taking every opportunity to engage with their local communities, voter turnout for local elections in 2013 was just 45%. And the turnout in metro areas was down to 40% of people voting. And this reflects a long-standing trend of lower voter turnout in metro areas and higher turnout in small communities. The scale of councils is an issue of enfranchisement. The scale and boundaries of councils are essential to our understanding and our connection to our councils. They are a reflection of us, and the change in those boundaries have the ability to eradicate that connection. And it is essential that people have a say in any change in that process, and the Green Party supports this bill.